My first guest really needs no introduction. Yes, he is truly taking social media by storm. He is a progressive Gen Z influencer, Mr. Adam Mockler, joining us right here on the Live Zone. Hey, Adam, welcome to the show. I want to make sure we got you here. Do we have him? Can we let's do it again. Adam, testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
There we go. We good.
Yeah.
It's all the time. We call it the gremlins.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate this.
Well, we're really happy to have you on. Obviously, we have a lot to talk about. First of all, congratulations. You have millions of views on TikTok, over 700,000 YouTube subscribers. You are truly an influential person with regard to all things social media. You have dubbed Trump's election in saying that it's really been shown a major political shift among Gen Zers.
Yeah, I would say if you look across the globe, incumbents are getting backlash due to this post-COVID shockwave. And I think in America, it manifested in a unique way where a lot of demographics that don't usually vote red ended up voting red. So you can talk about Latino Americans or Black Americans, but young Americans ended up voting for Trump at a unique rate. And I really do think it's due to the economy. It's due to economic populism, this message that Trump embraces that he is an outsider. And I think young men kind of sometimes relate to that rebellious vibe that Trump gets off, even if it's misplaced at our institutions.
Hey, Adam, tell me about this Lost Boys. And I got to tell you, I mean, in all fairness, I remember that back in my day, it happened to be a movie. In this case, we're talking about something completely different. And you, in essence, have dubbed yourself one of the Lost Boys. Tell me all about it.
Essentially, certain young men are taking an anti-establishment focus this upcoming election, and I'd say I'm teetering on the edge of that. I still trust our institutions, but many young men see Donald Trump walk into the UFC with his fist raised, pumping his fist, and they relate with that. They want a virus that destructs our institutions, and they think that they are lost. That's what people call them, lost.
Wow, it's really interesting. I like how you've actually coined something like that. You also talk about the dangers of Mr. Musk. Yes, I'm referring to Elon Musk and his influence. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, could you imagine if Joe Biden, when he entered the White House, had a rich billionaire by his side that owned a social media platform that he leveraged to spread disinformation? People would rightfully say, what's going on here? Why is Joe Biden standing next to a billionaire who has essentially a state media, yet people are just silent when Elon Musk attends these meetings and tries to extort these Republicans, as we're hearing that he said he'll try to primary people who don't vote with Trump. I mean, it's just wild stuff that nobody's calling this out on the right.
Yeah, we've gotten word that, to our understanding, Elon Musk happens to be traveling with President-elect Trump today. And it's somewhat interesting. I would love to be a fly not only in the wall with regard to what he, Trump, and Biden had to say, but love to hear what Elon Musk would have to say as well.
Yeah, apparently Trump made a joke, something to the effect of, this guy just won't stop following me. And it was probably a sarcastic quip, but I feel like there's something deeper there. Like, why is this dude always in my ear? But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how their egos end up clashing over the next few years. I mean, hey, maybe in 4 years they end up saving the country and end up doing everything they said they would. But I just have a feeling that two massive egos like that will end up clashing in ways that we can't quite expect now. And we'll see what they're able to do.
Hey, you talk about the Maga movement, in essence, normalizing or even celebrating the actions of individuals with questionable ethics. Can you expand?
Yeah, so I've been to a bunch of MAGA rallies. I'd say 30 to 40 different Trump rallies. And when I'm on the ground here, when I'm on the ground at these MAGA rallies, it's a very different vibe than when you're online. For example, when you're online, everybody's at each other's necks. They absolutely hate each other. But when I'm talking to people face to face, even though I disagree with these people on every single issue, these are good people. These are people who just want they want their family to be happy, healthy, and safe, of course. But I feel like online, and you can reverse that too. A lot of Trump supporters might think all liberals are just crazy college students, but no, most Americans want the same thing, and you just have to have these conversations.
All right, Adam. So as I stated, you have over 700,000 YouTube subscribers, millions of followers on TikTok. I'm curious, what do you think that the Gen Zers are going to be thinking about in the near future with regard to the direction of politics?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be some serious voters' remorse over the next few years. It might take a little bit for Trump to enact his policies, but right when people see that Trump is going to turn politics into a clown show, as he did during our formative years. I mean, a lot of Gen Zers were in elementary or middle school or high school when Trump was president for the first time, so they may not quite remember how divisive politics got, how every single thing had to be some huge press conference, and he pulled Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer to talk about the border just to do it on camera. Well, people are going to regret seeing this over the next 4 years, I think.
So, Adam, talk about Gen Z involvement. Yesterday, I had a guest on that said, you know what, it would be great if Gen Zers were more involved with regard to all things politics. Would you agree?
It's interesting because I think involvement in politics has been redefined over the past month. So a month ago, you would have said the person with the best ground game is going to go out there and totally win. But Kamala Harris had a great ground game, and Trump was the one who ended up trouncing that with his media strategy. So I think Gen Z can get out there. They can door knock. I know a lot of Gen Z-focused organizations, but the real question is, can Gen Z leverage this new media sphere that arguably helped get Trump elected, the media sphere that Joe Rogan is in, that Theo Vaughn is in, that all of these people inhibit? Can Gen Z take advantage of that media sphere to help the next Democratic candidate or whatever candidate?
Yeah, as they say, that happens to be the million-dollar question. Adam, folks that want to follow you or find out more information about you, how would one go about to do so?
Yeah, look up Adam Mockler on YouTube. Look up Adam Mockler on Instagram, TikTok, anywhere, Mockler, and you'll find my work, me talking to Trump supporters, having respectful conversations.
Adam, truly a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining us right here on the Live Zone.